welcome to TCCA, you guys. 10 years in the making. We have made it to where we are in the virtual world where you can be anywhere in the comfort of your home, getting your hair done, in the barbershop, or eating a sandwich anywhere, pretty much. And you're able to get educated on technology. So thank you so much for tuning in. We have our wonderful, wonderful guest that's coming in to present. The presenter has a wealth of knowledge, years of experience in dual language, and came from Colombia and doing some wonderful things in the Carolinas. So I cannot wait for you guys to meet her. Very sweet, beautiful person, beautiful spirit, has so many things to contribute to the tech world. And I'm excited to make sure that you see how beautiful she is and has a beautiful spirit. And I am excited to see what you are going to show us on today. So thank you so very much, Lorena, for being here. And like I said, you just teach us like you would teach your students. All righty. All righty. So I'm going to get out of here.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Today, I'm going to be talking about apps, websites, and videos to engage students during virtual learning. My name is Lorena Rivaldo. I am from Barranquilla, Colombia, and I have been working in education for about 12 years. I got an opportunity through a company called Participate Learning to come to work in this country as a cultural ambassador. And right now I'm teaching in North Carolina. I'm a first grade Spanish dual language teacher. I'm also an Apple certified educator. I'm also Google certified educator. I'm CISO ambassador. I'm currently completing a master's degree in TESOL in Greensboro College. First, I want to know how you feel when you think about teaching virtually. I want you to go ahead and scan this QR code or go to this website, menti.com, and type the code 7893982. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes for you to answer this question. How do you feel when you think about teaching virtually? I'm going to pull out here the results to let me see. And here you can see the code. Again, you don't see, here is the code. Let's see some answers. Okay. Nervous, anxious, overwhelmed, exhausted, stressed out, challenging, nervous. Okay. I hope after this presentation and some practice, you will feel more confident using technology in the classroom. Thank you for answering. Go back to my presentation. In this section, we will explore educational tech tools to engage students and improve language skills. We are going to learn tips and ready-to-use ideas to implement in your classroom. I'm going to share all the websites that I have used with my first graders, and I have seen that they have been very engaged using these websites and apps. First of all, I want to talk to you about all the benefits that implementing technology in the classroom. The first one is that improve engagement. When technology is integrated into lessons, students are expected to be more interested in the subject they are learning. Technology provides different opportunities to make learning more fun and enjoyable. In my class, I teach through gamification, taking students on virtual field trips and using other online resources. I also think that technology encourages individual learning. Technology provides great opportunities for making learning more effective for everyone with different needs. For example, students can learn at their own speed. They can review difficult concepts or skip ahead if they need to. I also think that technology connects with people around the world. Students can practice collaboration skills by getting involved in different online activities. For instance, working on different projects. Technology can encourage collaboration with students in the same classroom or in the same school or even around the world. Last year, my students connect with other students from Colombia, Mexico, Canada. I also believe that technology is beneficial for teachers. With countless online resources, technology can help improve teaching. Teachers can use different apps or online resources to enhance the traditional ways of teaching and to keep students even more engaged. Teachers can also collaborate with other teachers around the world. This is my first tip. When you are introducing digital tools, I suggest to choose one or two tools and be consistent with them. In my case, my learning management system is CISO. So what I did was practice with my student the different things that they can do with CISO. I also use Class Dojo to communicate with my parents, and for my mini lessons, I use Zoom. Most of the apps that I'm going to share here, you can use them with Google Classroom, Canva, or CISO. I also recommend, especially for kinder and first graders, to use visual or tutorial videos. I recommended tutorial videos also for the parents so they know how to get on Zoom, how to answer a question, and I also recommend to practice, practice, and practice. In my class, I like to share a lot of visual with my students and parents. I send them this image with all the password that we're going to use through the year. I also send them this ring with the passwords in physical format. And I also share worksheet with the steps and, like I said before, tutorial videos about how to use each app that I wanted to implement in my class. Engage while learning. When I knew that I was chosen to be remote only teacher in my school, I was thinking about what apps or website I can use to engage my students while they are learning Spanish. My students learn Spanish in first grade. So I try to choose different apps and games to keep them engaged, especially in this situation. So I'm going to share some of those apps. The first one, and I'm sure that you already know about this one, is Kahoot. I like it because my student can have fun while they are learning. I use Kahoot for my quizzes, to review vocabulary, to review new words, reading comprehension, to do activities for the class. And I also like that Kahoot give you the opportunity to do live games. What I do is share my screen on Zoom, and my students split the screen on their iPads so they can see my question and also answer. And I also like that Kahoot self-plays challenges, so I can assign one Kahoot without timer, and my student can do it during a week, and it's also easy for them. One advice or a tip that I give you, if you don't have your student don't have devices, or if you are working from you're a hybrid teacher, I recommend also to display your game, your smartboard, and your student can have different like cardstock with colors, and they can tell you the answer if they don't have devices, or if you want them to do an activity without technology too. I like that in Kahoot you can find already games made for other teachers, so you don't have to create them because other teachers already did it and you can collaborate with them. I also like Kahoot because you can collect data. You can see how they did it, the answers. So for me, this is my favorite app. There is another app that I post here. The icon is similar to Kahoot, it's Quizzes. So if you don't know about it, I invite you to check. Quizzes is similar to Kahoot. I like Kahoot because you can add different kind of questions. Like here, when they have to organize, students have to organize a sentence, or here there is true or false, or choose an answer, or here in the puzzle. I like that. Kahoot give me different type of question, and this is very engaging for my students. Okay, another app that I want to share with you, and I'm sure that you already know about this one, is Bitmoji. There is a Bitmoji for everything. I'm going to show you 5 activities that I have done. The first one is virtual classrooms. You can do this in Google Slides, and you just add different pictures and then you add links. And I like it because like here, my students have everything there. If we are talking about sounds, they can find links, videos, everything in just one slide. I have added this to my CISO, and I'm sure you can add it to your Google Classroom or other platform that you use. I also like that you can add different books. Here, for example, if I click here, my student can watch a video and sing a song about the weather. Okay. You can add music. These are some ideas that I have found online. If you're talking about school supplies, you can create your own store, and teachers can practice, and students can practice here the vocabulary of those words. Show you more. Here in these spaces, you can add the links of your books. And if you don't want to use Bitmoji, you can use your own picture, like in this class. This is my class. Last week, I worked with the teachers from my school. We celebrate the Hispanic Heritage Month, and we collaborate together. So with Bitmoji, you can do that. We create a slide, and each teacher add the information about their home countries. Okay, I'm gonna show you other use for Bitmoji, and is virtual field trips. I like because my student can explore the world. Here, my students, when I did this activity, they learn how to use a passport and all the things that they have to do to travel. They also, let me open here, had the experience of a virtual flight on an airplane. And also here at the airport, they visit Colombia, my country, and here I add different videos or activities for them to complete about my country. They enjoy going to, open again. They enjoy going to the zoo, San Diego Zoo. So here they saw in real time the animals, the elephants, and we were talking. This activity helped me for them to improve the speaking in Spanish. They love it. Okay. Okay, another use for Bitmoji is Bitmoji stories. And this activity, I did it with Snapchat. Snapchat had stories, so what I did was just add the test. I add the test in Spanish. So this video is in Spanish, but you get the idea. Like you download the Bitmoji story from Snapchat and you just add your test. Let me turn the volume a little more. Okay.
Hola, señorita Rivaldo, ¿qué es eso? Hola, señorita Zaragoza, es una guacamaya. Es muy linda. ¿De dónde vino? Es de Colombia y come frutas y semillas. Es un ave muy cariñosa y sociable. Además, sus plumas son hermosas. La traje para que investiguemos sobre su hábitat y cuidado. Sí, yo quiero saber más sobre ella y estoy segura que los niños también. ¡Oh, wow! Dejemos que sean los niños que investiguen sobre estas lindas aves. Sí, debemos cuidar para que no caigan en peligro de extinción. Voy a hacer un proyecto con los niños de primer grado. Sí. Y que vivan los guacamayos.
You get here the idea of Bitmoji stories. Like I said, Bitmoji connected with Snapchat. I also use Bitmoji for my announcements. So this is another example.
Muy buenos días a todos. Hoy estoy muy feliz porque es nuestro desfile en la escuela y los voy a ver a todos. Recuerda, de 2 a 3 de la tarde. Y también no olvides terminar tus actividades en CISO, que yo sé que las estás haciendo muy, muy bien. Nos vemos.
Another use for Bitmoji is with digital stickers. And my students love that when I check their work, I add a sticker. So I'm gonna show you real quick here. For example, this activity, let's say that I answer this activity and I send it to the teacher. And now to check, I go to edit, post, and I have the Bitmoji Google Chrome extension at here, and I said, good job. Good job, Olivia. I can personalize the sticker. Olivia. Okay, and I just copy. Let me see. Copy and paste to the activity. And the student can see their own stickers. They like this. And then I accept the activity. Close here. So these are the activities that I have done with Bitmoji. If you have done other activities with this app, let me know in the chat. We all want to see what you are doing to learn. Another app that I recommend is Flipgrid. I like Flipgrid because my student can communicate and I can hear them talk and use the language in the class. I use it for daily learning reflections. I also use it for reading comprehension activities, book talks, STEM thinking, project demonstration, and fluency and phonics. It's very easy to use. You just create an account with your Gmail and you create your grid. Your grid is your class. And if you don't know which activity to do or how to create it, you go to Discovery. And here at the bottom, you type, let's say, Thanksgiving. And you find different activities about Thanksgiving. You just click here and add it to your grid, and your student can answer with videos, and they like to add the different filters. I like now that Flipgrid has a new option that is you can record your screen with Flipgrid app and you can add those filters to your videos, and it's also engaging for students. Another app or website that I recommend is Boom Cards. I like Boom Cards because it's a platform that allows me to download free or paid activities. All the ones that I have chosen are free, and it works for students of all ages. I like Boom Cards because I don't have to prepare the activities. It's self-checking and is engaging and paperless. My student can always place by free with easy pin option. I'm going to show you two activities that you will find on Boom Cards. Like I said, this is a free app. You can update, but the free version works fine. Let's check this one. For example, here a student can listen to the word gallina, and then they choose the correct syllable. and is self-checking.
Gusano.
My activities are in Spanish, sorry. And let's say that the student made a mistake. And here is
Guirnalda.
and he chooses ga. Oops. So it's self-correction. I don't have to check. I just receive at the end the answer and how they did it. I'm going to show you another one in English. So you can see the level of activity. You can do this one with second grade or third grade. So these are the activities. Student type, can choose the correct answer, can record their voices. I recommend Boom Cards, and you don't need to pay. You can use the free version. I had the paid version because sometimes for Spanish it's hard to find different materials, specific materials. So when you pay, you can create here in the studio your own activities. But all of these ones that I have here are free. Another app that I recommend is called Flippery. Flippery is free. It's a free website that you can use to create games and study materials with Google Sheets. Let's check how it is Flipgrid. Here there are the different games for Flipgrid. And they also recommend others for e-learning. I'm going to show you one specific activity. Here you have scavenger hunts. They can do virtual. You can play bingo with your students, also virtual. You can play matching game, memory game. Let's check this one. Is to practice the spelling words. So I'm going to demo so you can see how the activity works. Here you can add your students' names. Let's choose Oscar. So Oscar get a link and go to his name, and here he can practice the words. He can listen to the word.
Against. A. G. A. I. N. S. T. Against.
He can also
Spell.
practice.
Against.
Also
Spell.
quiz.
Instead.
Can do a quiz. And if I want to do other activities with the same words that my student has, he can practice here the vocabulary words with different styles. This is to practice spelling words. And also let's check another activity, matching game with the same words. This is completely free. Snowman. Can play too. And this is another activity that they can do with the spelling words. So how do you create your activity? You go to template here and you copy the document. Here you can add your students' names and the word that each of them need to practice. Also, if you are teaching in other language, you can choose here between French, German, Spanish. Then you publish the link to the web and you share that link with your student. I have done it on CISO. You can do it in Google Classroom. It's very easy to use. And then you'll get the result of your students' work. So I recommend this free app. It's completely free. Another app that I recommend is WordWall. With WordWall, you can make interactive games, quizzes, you can do match-ups activities, word games, and much more. It required minimum of preparation. I think that in 5 minutes, you can create one activity and is really engaging for the students. WordWall is free, but you can update if you want to have more games. So let's check real quick how WordWall works. So this is the website. In just 3 steps, you can create an activity. But if you don't know how to create your activity, you can go here to the examples, and let's say that I'm going to teach about fruits. So I type fruits, and here I can find different games for my students to complete about fruits or animals or any topic. Let's create one simple activity. I go here to create activity. And here I have all the free games that I can create for my class. My students like this one that is called whack-a-mole. So I'm going to talk about fruits, and I'm going to add apple. And one of the things that I like from this website is that I don't need to look for the image on Google because it gave me already the flashcard. So I'm going to add, the minimum of words that you can add is 5. So let's add 5. Pineapple. And then I have the picture of the pineapple immediately. Let me choose. Okay, orange. And the last one, strawberry. So it's really easy to do an activity. Now, incorrect words, I'm going to write something that is not a fruit. So I'm going to add lion. I'm going to add cat. Dog. Let's choose another one. Okay. And I'm going to add the last one. And okay, now my game is ready. Let's see. I'm going to done. And my game is ready to play. I shared the link. I can share the link on CISO, Google Classroom, or any other platform that you have. Let's say that you don't like that game. You can change the game. Here, let's another game. So with the same words that I did, I can do another game. So here I classify the correct fruits. And you can do another game too, true or false games, with the same images and words. Let's make a mistake here. Okay. You can do also another game with the same 5 words. This is another game. So here they have to choose the correct fruit. Oh, here, okay. And you can do also another game. This app is free. Okay, so and also if you don't have, your student don't have devices at home, you can send them a worksheet, and this website create a worksheet for you by free too. So here there is the one for group sort. So here you have the activities for the students to complete. And you have other worksheets too. For the students who play online, you can see how many mistakes do they made, who was in the first place, second place. You can see all your results here. So this is one of my favorite apps too. I'm gonna show you another one. Google 3D. Google 3D is an amazing option that you can use and add to your videos. You can create augmented reality videos. You can do your morning messages. You can do activities for ELA, for science. Students can do projects at home. Google 3D works for Android and iOS devices. I'm going to show you an example. And in the video, I'm talking in Spanish and I'm saying that today I'm going to show my students all my favorite animals and I want them to create a project with their favorite one. In the second video, I'm doing my morning message. And the question of the day is, do you like penguins? And in the last video, you're going to watch something that I found on YouTube. It's the different animals that you can find on Google 3D. Google 3D offer you also planets, cells, part of the body, all those things in 3D. So let's watch the video.
Días amigos, hoy es un día muy especial porque hoy estoy acompañada de unos animales muy lindos y vamos a hacer un proyecto. Mira el video y te lo explicaré. Vamos a investigar sobre tu animal favorito. Vas a pensar en un animal y vas a buscar información sobre ese animal. ¿Qué tipo es? ¿Dónde vive? ¿Cómo es? Todo. Como puedes ver, a mí me encantan los animales. Son muy lindos. Y en este video te muestro todos mis animales favoritos. También puedes ver mis mascotas al final. Espero que te guste este proyecto. Vamos a investigar. Buenos días amigos, hoy estoy muy feliz porque nuestro amigo el pingüino emperador nos está acompañando. Hola, y estamos muy contentos porque hoy comienza un nuevo mes. Hoy es 1 de abril de 2020 y nuestra pregunta del día es, ¿te gustan los pingüinos? Contéstame con un video o con un mensaje. Nuestro amigo y yo estaremos esperando todas sus respuestas. Que tengan un muy buen día. Adiós. Buenos días amigos, hoy estoy muy feliz porque es viernes 3 de abril de 2020 y no estoy sola, estoy con nuestro amigo el oso panda. Hola.
I'm going to stop the video here, but you can see the different animals that you can find on Google 3D. But how can we do this? So here are the steps to do Google 3D that appear in your space. So right now, if you want to try, you can use your cell phone. And go to Google and you type tiger. You can type tiger and you scroll down and you will see an option that says view in 3D. You click there and then you will see this white space and then you move your cell phone to so the tiger will appear in your space. If you want to try it now, you are free to do it. Like I said before, you can find a part of the cell, the planets, and a lot of animals, and it's free. Okay, another app that I like to use in my videos is Snap Camera. To have Snap Camera, you just go to Snap Camera on Google and then you download this to your computer. And what Snap Camera does is add filters to your videos. You can use it with Zoom, with CISO, or Loom to record your screen or your presentation with the students. So I'll go here to the website and it's very easy. You download the app to your computer and then you are able to use all these filters. I'm going to show you real quick a video of some of the filters that you can find. One of the activities that you can do with a Snap Camera is choose one of those filters and then turn off your camera, and your student have to guess which character are you that day. They love that activity. Another app that I recommend is very student friendly. It's called Chatterpix. With Chatterpix, you can give photos a voice. It's easy to use. My first graders can use it, and it's very engaging for them. And it's also a free app. You have it in the computers. You can have it in cell phones or iPads. And it's very easy to use it. You just download the app, take a picture, and in this case, I took a picture of an orange, and then you pass your finger like a line, that's the mouth. Then you record your voice and then you decorate. And this is the final result.
Hola amigos, yo soy una esfera. No tengo lados y soy muy redonda. ¿Puedes buscar más figuras 3D en tu casa? Búscalas y me muestras.
This is this is a video from one of my students.
La lechera vivía en una granja con su mamá, su papá y muchas vacas. En el principio, la mamá le dio leche y se va al mercado a aprender. En el medio sueña de muchos animales y al final se cae la leche y se volvió a casa con nada.
So it's very student friendly. They like to use Chatterpix to record their videos. Okay, another app that I recommend is called Do Ink app. This app is not free. It costs $3, and you can create your own green screen videos in the class. You can have a green or blue screen on the back, and students can create a lot of videos. Before, when I was teaching in the classroom, my students love to use it. They record themselves. I use it now for my morning messages too, for my story videos, and I also use it to retell a story. And my students use it at home too. This is an example of doing app. And this is the final result. It's very easy to use. My student can use it too. And if you have some ideas about how to use Doing app, you can comment in the chat. Okay, another website that I recommend if you are teaching virtually is Pixton. With this website, students can create their own avatar and you can have your own classroom picture. A student create comic stories here too, and it's really fun. Let's check Pixton. I sent a link and I added to a CISO activity, and they followed the link and they came here and create their own avatar. It's good if you're practicing part of the body, colors, or things like that. And I also like it because you can print some things for to do activities in the class. You can print like voice levels, classroom supply, class expectations with my students' pictures or avatars. And you can also have your class picture in different themes. We are here in Halloween. And other themes that you can find there. I also like that my students can create their own comics. And this is one example of one of my students. And other students can also collaborate in the same comic. This is free. You can pay to upgrade, but the free option is very useful. You can do a lot of things with the free option. Okay, another website that I wanted to share with you is this one called Padlet. Padlet is an online post-it board where students can brainstorm ideas. They can answer the question of the day. They can do an exit ticket activity. They can discuss about a book. A lot of activities you can do with Padlet. Also, students from all over the world can collaborate with your Padlet too. Let's check, it's free. So here I use it to save my students' work. So I have some of the work that they have done. I like to save it here. Also, my student answered the question of the day here too with videos, pictures, or just typing like here. Okay, and it's you can do a lot of things with Padlet too. I want to do an activity with you with Padlet. If you want to scan this code or go to this URL, you will find a blank Padlet, and I'm asking you to type what is your favorite technology resource, maybe that you can have seen here, or a resource that you have already used in your class. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the Padlet and add my favorite. So I go here to plus, and my favorite is, let's say, Flipgrid. And I'm gonna add a picture here of Flipgrid. And now you can see that this is my favorite one. You can go now if you want and add your favorite. And then you can go after this conference and check all the websites that we learned today or others that you have used before. I'm gonna give you some minutes to complete this activity.
Lorena, my goodness, you have given us so much, so much. I just want to thank you so very much. Because at first I was like, okay, I got those, I know those. But then when you went to Google 3D, OMG, you were touching a brown bear and it was standing as tall as you. That was absolutely cool. But we have some questions I wanted to make sure that we kind of touched on. Some of the teachers might not know, but you're in North Carolina. What's you guys learning management platform? What's your LMS?
CISO.
So you guys just use Seesaw, period? Do you guys, you don't? Okay, so well, many of us that are in Texas, we're using Schoology. Are you aware of Schoology?
I know, but we're not using that. We just use.
Okay, so because you had a lot of questions that were coming in about
Oh,
Schoology, because they
uh,
wanted to know if they could use some of those within the Schoology platform. So we had a few that we're trying to answer to see if we could embed some of those things. So we'll figure those things out. But you had some awesome questions in regards to, and I want to make sure we kind of hit some of those. The word wall. Wow, immediate cards, and then you're able to create a worksheet. I mean, like that is really cool, really, really cool. You also had a spinner that was working within that Google slide. And some were asking like, how did you embed it? What did you do to do that? Could you address that if you don't mind?
yes, you go to Wheel of Names
Mhm.
and you record your screen. You add the things that you want to add to your wheel, and then you record your screen, and then you cut that video and paste it on your CISO activities. And the
Perfect.
students play again and again the same, and they
Perfect.
stop it and type the word. It's very easy.
So just to kind of let everyone know, um, all day long, you all, many of our sessions have been able to, you can access them again. If there's anything that you miss that you may have a question about, or you can stop it, pause it, go back to it so you can document that. Also, Lorena, if you do not mind, please, could you please share that presentation in your scan?
Yes, I will.
Yes. So then those of you that are registered, you have access to that valuable information, wonderful tools. Excellent. I love the way that you did the QR codes and we were able to participate in your in live interactive activity, which is what we really want in the classroom. So you really gave us that opportunity. But I also want to say, those of you that are officially registered, you will get your certificate emailed to you, and I want to make sure that you have access to that secret word that will give you your certificate officially. So let me go ahead and put that up right now. So you'll have that. And I just want to say thank you so very much, Lorena. It has been, I mean, truly awesome. This has been like a really great day, but you are putting icing on the cake, and we still got more levels to go. So thank you for tuning in and coming all the way from North Carolina and giving us this information. Anything else you'd like to say?
I didn't finish my presentation. I still have some overlaps.
Wow.
I
Okay.
don't know if I can share real quick just the last one. And
Okay.
I have some free material for the people.
Really? Okay. 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 So let me
I do real quick.
if you upload, okay, okay. Yeah.
What do I do? Just go to my
You can
presentation.
go back into your presentation. Yeah.
Can you see? Can you see now?
I
Yes.
sure can.
Okay.
Absolutely.
After finishing
You
this,
can, that's fine. You can
uh,
flip through it. I get it.
my last tip, I will do it real quick. My
Okay.
last tip is work smarter, no harder. There are a lot of websites and Facebook groups and Twitter that other teachers are collaborating and giving materials. I'm all the time giving free material to all the teachers. So go to the social platforms and you will find there a lot of free things. You don't have to create them all. They are already free. And these are other of my favorite. I didn't have time to share more, but this one, if you want to take a picture or whatever you want to do, these apps are really good for a student to engage them even more in the classroom.
We again, we are so grateful. I love it. I mean, your videos, I mean, you're really, hey, I'm blown away. I am blown away. But I still cannot get over you were touching a bear. It's amazing. Amazing. So thank you so very much. We hope you guys out there really got a wealth of knowledge that you can incorporate in your classroom, share with your teachers, share in POCs. By all means, man, don't miss other sessions. It's still not too late. Register for those sessions. Get in there. So much to learn. Today is a wealth of knowledge. Thank you again, all the way from North Carolina. I can't wait to see what else you have in store. Make sure you sign up next year too, Lorena. I know you're going to have
Yeah,
more things to share. All righty. Thank you so very much, you
thank
guys.
you for the invitation.
Absolutely.